Welcome back to Radio Faces. I'm John McClain from the Chronicle, Chron.com, Sports Radio 610. He's Indy Kalu, Sports Radio 610, 12-year veteran of the National Football League. This is where we have our HCC Smart Decision of the Week. As always, Indy goes first.
Well, my smart decision was a show of confidence from Gary Kubiak. After T.J. Yates threw the interception in the Cincinnati game, he went right back to throwing the ball. His very next play, the play call was a pass, and he continued to throw throughout the game. Matter of fact, he ended up throwing 44 times and only had that one interception. But I think that really boosted T.J. Yates' confidence, and it lets him know you don't ever want to turn the ball over, but it's going to happen. You're going to throw an interception, and if your leader, if your head coach, the guy calling plays, if he starts to panic, you're going to lose confidence in yourself. With what Kubiak did and his play calling after the interception, I think that speaks volumes for the confidence that he showed towards T.J. Yates, and it's going to carry him a long way.
How much does it speak about him being a former quarterback who's been in that situation?
Yeah, again, just like you talked about earlier in the show, giving the game ball to Andre Johnson, I think that's because he was tapping into his former playing days and realizing what it means to be injured and not part of a team. But being a former quarterback, you realize you're going to make mistakes, and you want your coach to have that confidence in you. So with him doing that, it definitely shows Gary Kubiak was an NFL player at one time.
My smart decision of the week really goes to dumb decisions by the Bengals, but it goes to Eric Winston. Fourth quarter, Texans have the ball, and I thought it was a terrible call by the officials. Throw a short pass to Arian Foster. He gets hit by Ray Maluga. I didn't think he had control of the ball, but they called it a fumble. Well, the Bengals, instead of falling on it, you know your guys are taught, fall on the football. They tried to pick it up. And they did pick it up. Chris Myers forced the fumble, and everybody from the Bengals was trying to score a touchdown at the 10-yard line, but Eric Winston jumped on it at the 2, and then they go 88 yards to a field goal. I thought that was a very smart play by Eric and a really stupid play by the Bengals. Why do guys continually do that, especially in that end of the field, instead of just fall on the football?
Well, I guarantee you, I'm sure there hasn't been a study done, but I know these guys were thinking, the defensive players for the Cincinnati Bengals, if we don't pick this ball up and score, we may never get another point on the board because we're facing that great Houston Texan defense who's just really been handling it to our offense. So I really think it was more out of respect for the Houston Texan defense that the Cincinnati defensive players were trying to scoop it up and put points on the board, because you're right. They teach you from day one, when the ball's on the ground and you're a defensive player, not only do you fall on it, but get in the fetal position so they can't rip it from up under you when you're in the pile. But I really think it played subconsciously in their mind that, you know what, it's going to be tough for our offense to score. If we can scoop this up and get in the end zone, it'll help us win the game.